25 seasons and counting. The Thornapple Players is the only community theater for adults and children in Berry County, engaging and entertaining their neighbors with wonderful shows like Shrek the Musical. It is taking the stage this week. We've got Elizabeth Bayer. She is the music director. Elizabeth, thanks so much for being here.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the Thornapple Players, though,
Okay.
and what a gem it is for your community.
Yes, the Thornapple Players is 100% volunteer-based. So our board of directors, the director team, the actors, the staff, the stage managers, the tech, everyone is there because they love it, because they want to be there.
It's
which
true
is
community
great.
theater.
It is,
Yeah.
and it's really fun because we have people of all ages. We have kids who are there, and they're hanging out with teenagers and hanging out with us old people who are hanging out around the whole,
Yeah, love that. Okay,
Yes.
and so Shrek is your latest production.
Yes.
We think that most people have heard of it, know the story at least,
Yes.
but let's talk a little bit about the show.
Okay. What is interesting about Shrek is that it turns all the fairy tales on their heads. There's one line that I really love is when Shrek comes out and all the fairy tale creatures are on his swamp, and they ask him for help, and he says, "Don't you know the stories? I'm an ogre." And they say, "Yeah, like everyone thinks I'm a big bad wolf or I'm a wicked witch," and they all kind of laugh about it, which I think is really fun. And then Shrek and Donkey go on this big adventure to rescue the princess and find out some things about themselves along the way.
Wonderful. So let's talk about the cast. So then you have a mix of kids and adults involved in this one.
That's right. We have so many people. The cast of Shrek is very big, and while we have a big cast, people are still needing to fill 2 to 3 roles.
Wow.
There are some people who are doing 4, 5, 6 roles too. So they switch costumes a lot, and they really rise to the challenge. I think everybody's been working so hard, and they do really, really well.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you're the musical director, so let's talk about the music.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So the first listen through with the music, I have to admit, I was not very excited about. It's very fun. It's very upbeat. It's very lifting. And then the second and third listen through, I started to really get into it, and now it's constant on my car. It's constant on my car. It's so fun. It's so catching. And underneath all of the words, there's the subtext where it explores what perfection is. This is going to sound very highbrow, and I'm sorry for it, but it explores what perfection is, and is perfection something that you strive for in the way where you cut out the things of yourself that you dislike or that don't look like everybody else? Or is perfection accepting everything about yourself and, as the song says, letting your freak flag fly,
right?
And being who you are, which, it's a good time. It's a good time.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'll pull something out of it, whether it's the deep and existential discussion in your head, or, hey, I love the music, hey, I love these characters, this is just a great time, this is a great show for anyone.
Yes.
Absolutely.
100%.
And you guys have a special raffle going on as well?
We do. So raffle tickets are sold at every show, and then on the last show during intermission, they will be pulled, and in the basket is some original Shrek merchandise that came out when the movies came out.
So some vintage retro.
Yes, and Annie tickets for our show in the fall, and I think there's other goodies in the basket as well. So they're sold every show, and then you pull and.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So good way to raise money for the theater in addition to showing up, buying tickets, and going to the show.
Yes.
So let's talk about it. Where can people get tickets? When are the shows starting?
You can get tickets on thornappleplayers.org. There's the 3 bars, and then you press it and hit tickets. And the ticket will have all of our dates. We are opening May 6th, which is Wednesday, and running 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And those 6 through 9 are starting at 7 o'clock. And the 10th on Mother's Day starts at 2 o'clock.
Perfect.
And there's a Mother's Day special. So if you go to the tickets and click on the 10th, it'll come up.
And
then, this is exciting because it's our first show. We're running 2 weekends. So after the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, May 13th through 16th at 7 p.m. And then our last show on the 17th is at 2 p.m.
Wonderful. Lots
Yes.
of opportunities to
Yes.
get there, and a special Mother's Day package as well.
Yes.
Love that. Elizabeth, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Break a leg. Hope you guys have a fabulous show. ThornapplePlayers.org for all the details.